director of the Scott County Early Child Iowa, right, or empowerment program in Scott County. And also we have Representative Greg Forstall, who's the chairman of the Education Committee, also Cecil Dolachek, who's a member of that, Jason Glass, our director of education, and all of them have worked with us on this. I feel really good about putting together a program like this that we believe will be sustainable for the long term. With the limited amount of state dollars that we have, it makes sense to invest in children who will benefit the most from high-quality preschool. The new Iowa preschool program helps families who need a hand with the cost, while the more affluent families will pay full tuition. This sort of sustainable approach is critical to help us manage the state budget in future years and guarantee Iowa's youngest children a bright future. The $3,000 Iowa preschool scholarship for eligible 4-year-olds helps pay for a minimum of 10 hours of preschool weekly. And I would say that, you know, this $3,000 scholarship, all families of eligible 4-year-olds will be asked to contribute something. You will see that the lower income people, the contribution is very modest, and it goes up on a sliding scale up to 300% of poverty. Participating private and public programs must meet strong state preschool requirements, but a certified teacher will no longer be required. An individual with a bachelor's degree may teach preschool in a participating program while working towards a new early childhood certificate that must be earned within 2 years. This is an ongoing option. But we also have a kind of a short-term option. There's another path for a preschool teacher in the short term. An individual with an Associate of Arts degree may teach while working to earn their new early childhood certificate and a bachelor's degree during the next 3 years. This is a phase-in period to allow more programs to meet the state standards. Statewide assessment will measure performance of 4-year-old Iowa preschool scholarship recipients, as well as many other 4-year-olds in the preschool program as possible. Parents can choose either a private or public preschool that they want their child to attend, and obviously provided there's space available in that particular preschool. And the money will follow the child. The Iowa Department of Education website will let parents enter a zip code to find out participating programs near their home or work. Their choice does not have to be in the school district in which they live. They can choose one closer to where they live or work, and it's the parent's choice. The Iowa Department of Education decides whether private or public preschool programs meet the state requirements, and the Department of Education will monitor the quality and collect data. Private preschools will collect the fees from the parents for their children and that are receiving the Iowa preschool scholarships. And those attending public preschools will have a similar situation where the school will collect the parents' fees. Early Childhood Iowa will work to strengthen our preschool program quality in cooperation with the Department of Education and the area education agencies. Early Childhood Iowa is a key partner with both the public and private preschools and the state in promoting the Iowa Preschool Scholarship. We want this truly to be a collaborative effort that has everybody involved. I addressed the Early Childhood Iowa last week, and they also work on children before they ever get to preschool, because we know that a lot of brain development starts even in the womb before a child is born and during the first 3 years of life as well. So we want children to get off to a healthy start. And Early Childhood Iowa will receive an annual report from the Department of Education on the preschool scholarships and advise the department on promoting collaboration with other programs helping children. The state appropriation is $43.6 million, plus the parent contributions. That will raise several million dollars as well. And we're very optimistic that we will see many charitable organizations, and companies, and foundations willing to contribute as well. With that, I'm going to ask Jason Glass to make some comments.
Good morning, everybody. See if I can read off this iPad. It's not a good idea at the time. Thank you. It's exciting to be here this morning. Quality early childhood education is a critical part of Iowa's effort to close the achievement gap and put Iowa's kids on solid footing for raising student achievement. Test results are important, but they're far less important than giving all of Iowa's kids the skills and knowledge they need to compete in this global economy. The future of Iowa's economy and our nation's economy will hinge on our ability to generate high-quality and capable citizens for tomorrow's workforce. In times of economic contraction, tough decisions have to be made. Every person and every service on behalf of Iowa's children is important and it's of value, which makes the work to bring the state's budget in line in these times all the more difficult. The governor's plan for early childhood education is designed to continue quality early childhood education in Iowa and specifically target services toward children who need the support the most. Our goal is to close the achievement gap in Iowa as much as we can before it even begins. The governor's plan is to hang on to as much of a quality early childhood education system as we can while targeting services toward the kids who stand to benefit the most. I'd like to commend the leadership of the governor and the lieutenant governor on this issue, particularly the dedicated work of Linda Fandel in guiding us. I'd also like to acknowledge the efforts of the talented staff of the Department of Education who have devoted tremendous time and energy in turning this process into something we believe will have value for kids, families, and communities. Going forward, we look forward to working with Iowa's final legislators on how we can strengthen and improve this program so that we emerge with something worthy of what Iowa's kids and families really deserve. Thank you.
I'd like to ask Marcy to make some comments. Marcy,
Governor Branstad's proposal contains key elements to provide Iowa's 4-year-old a high-quality learning experience. The proposal retains the same quality standards that are currently in the voluntary 4-year-old program, which are NACE, Head Start, and the Department of Ed, QBPS. And also, phasing in an early childhood certificate for all BA teaching professionals makes certain that teaching quality remains the same. The commitment to ongoing professional development and the statewide assessment guarantees the early learning environments are attuned to the learning of our 4-year-olds. Governor Branstad's proposal reinforces the public-private partnerships so parents have a choice when deciding which preschool is best for their suited for their child. The child attending the school will be exposed to academic learning and also with professionals who understand early childhood learning standards and will benefit with higher intelligence, but also social emotional intelligence. On behalf of Scott County Kids Early Childhood Iowa program, we are excited to continue to partner with our local school districts and private preschool partners. We also look forward to utilizing our preschool dollars into filling our local gaps, which are extending the 4-year-old preschool day. We also provide preschool experiences for 3- and 5-year-olds for income-eligible families, and also in certain cases there's transportation that's available with our funds. Overall, this is an economic development plan for Iowa's future workforce. For every dollar invested in early childhood learning experiences, there's a $7 to $14 return on investment. That means there'll be a higher graduation rate. We'll have less dollars invested in the child welfare and juvenile court and also into the prison systems, which means this is not just a preschool issue. This is also that every business in Iowa needs to be aware of how the future workforce is being educated. There's broader collaboration between the public and private preschools, the Department of Education, and Early Childhood Iowa will strengthen the early childhood learning experiences for all Iowans.